I'm not sure if it's just cold in here or it's all this cold steel. Hey, what's going on? It's Matt. It's another windy day in Northern California, so no water time for me this week. So I thought that I might just do some more highlights of the knives that I own. Last video obviously was all my Kershaws. This time will be all of my cold steels. Now I just kind of want to clarify something real quickly. I had mentioned in the other video that I'm simplifying my life for 2017, and I got an email probably about a day later from one of my viewers saying, if you own 5 Kershaws, how are you simplifying my life? Well, oddly enough, I used to own 15 Kershaws, and what I'm doing right now is I'm going through stuff that I simply just don't use, and I'm getting rid of it. Now, I have 3 cold steels on the table. I actually own 4. I somehow can't find the 4th one, but if I do, I'll do a separate video on it. That being said, of these 3, I'm going to have only 1 by the end of this month. Of those 5 Kershaws, I'm probably only going to have 2 by the end of this month. So I'm selling stuff off. The rule is, haven't been used in a year, it's out the door. Less is more kind of attitude. So I'm not going to get into all that. But let's just go through these knives real quickly. There's only 3 of them. Shouldn't take too long. Once again, this isn't a specs video. This is really kind of why I bought them. And literally, you know, what drew me to the knife. First off, I will go with the most budget friendly in all of my cold steel lineup. This is the Lite. This is their budget friendly Triad lock knife. Now, what is the Triad lock? If you don't know it, this is a typical lockback knife, but there's something proprietary inside the knife that obviously I'm not going to open the knife right now, that makes this super strong. So when this locks into place, this isn't going anywhere. This is a manual opening knife. The handles are a glass-filled nylon, which makes it kind of even more budget friendly. You can find this knife online for about $35. Every single cold steel that I own is the clip point. I just think there's something that cold steel does with the swedging and the clip point, with that particular style of knife, that is just, they do a really good job with it, is my point. So kind of a deep carry pocket clip. You can switch it to the other side if you want to. It's a light knife. This is a great little everyday folder. It's super sharp. It is a German steel. So, you know, it holds up pretty well. I haven't really don't put a lot of my knives through the ringer. The reason why is because obviously I have a desk job. So they're box cutters. They're, you know, if I'm camping or hiking, they get a little bit more heavy of a use, but I don't use these knives as some people would. But what cold steel is actually known for is really creating beefy and tactical knives. They do work with Steven Seagal and Stone Cold Steve Austin from wrestling. But the Lite is a good entry-level knife for someone who's looking to get into cold steel as a whole. You know, none of these knives are assisted. They are all manual opening. I think I already said that, but this is the first one. This will probably be going to somebody else sometime soon. The second knife that I will go over is the extremely beefy and just really just overly tactical G10 handles cold steel Recon 1. Now, I bought this knife off of somebody else, and I bought it for specifically going on camping trips and hiking trips, and this is just one of these folders that, you know, you just hold it. There's never any blade play with these knives, but it's one of these knives that, you know, you can just beat the crap out of. Now, I haven't. I just never brought it with me, and I've never used this knife. Pretty much, you know, I don't carry it. You can tell that I don't carry it because I've even put the pocket clip on because the guy who sold this to me actually was a left-handed guy. So the thumb stud is on the left-hand side. I'm right-handed. With all of these knives, you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little screw right there. You can switch the side of the thumb stud. And this also comes with a pocket clip that can go on either side. So I haven't even changed that stuff. So in my opinion, this knife has to go. However, for the price And, you know, overall, this is a great knife. Thin enough to carry on a day-to-day basis, but a little too tacky with the G10 handles. Most of my Spydercos have a G10 handle, and that's the only drawback I think with my Spydercos. So this is actually sold already to somebody else and will be gone shortly. The last of the cold steels. And this is the knife that will never be sold by me. So obviously the other two are going. But this is the Code 4. This is probably one of the least tactical and aggressive looking knives that Code 4 makes. It is an aluminum handle. The blade length is it's about 3.5. This is the CTS Carpenter steel, so this isn't the old AUS 8. It is lightweight. It is super strong. Triad lock, clip point, and to me, this is a Grail knife. Now, when people talk about Grail knives, they tend to talk about an original Chris Reeve, or they tend to talk about knives that are in the 400 range. This is a knife that you can pick up for probably about $77 depending on the blade style. And all of these blades by Cold Steel actually come in a tanto, a spear point, or a clip point, and some of them come in serrations too. But back to this knife, the aluminum handles, very similar to the Link, make it lightweight. The Triad lock makes it super strong. It is absolutely just thin as all can be, and I just absolutely love this knife. I pined over it for a real long time and literally just kind of bit the bullet and bought it after I sold other knives. So kind of see where my logic is going with all this stuff. But these are the Code 4, the Pro Lite, and the Recon 1. So these are my Cold Steel knives. This one's staying, these two are gone. So hey, you know, this will be probably the last installation of what knives I own for a little while. I want to get back to fishing, so bear with me through all this stuff if you're not a knife person. I appreciate everyone who's been watching the videos and liking the videos. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be announcing a giveaway sometime next week and hope to be back on the water. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.